My primary sourcing method, cherry picking. We'll be talking about this today. So make sure you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you just stay posted for all the things I'm talking about on Rare Books USA, my company, as we continue to grow, as I continue to explain what I do in my business, and what's been successful for me in my operations. So last month we talked about free pickups, how they're not free. You know, they cost money, they cost time. And so I wanted to talk about, okay, Art, if you're saying that, how do you source books for your business? And I source books a lot of ways, but cherry picking is my main source. And I just want to give some of the pros, some cons, and some of the places I go to cherry pick. So some of the pros is, you know, you can build your own curated collection cherry picking. You know, for myself, my bookstore is like my canvas. I think it's like an art form on what books you pick out, what books you find, you source, and put in your store, right? You know, your store, just like your collection, your personal collection, your store is a representation, a mirror of you. That's how I see it. And so if I always did free pickups, I'm beholden to what I am given. I don't necessarily get to choose. I like the freedom, I like the flexibility, and I like being able to pinpoint and spot things I enjoy to put on my store. Because again, I want my store, Rare Books USA, to be a reflection of me. That's just my opinion. Lesser amount of duds. So when you do free pickups, obviously a lot of those books, 90% of the books are unusable, not worth it, not listable. But when you're cherry picking, you're using all these different softwares to comp out prices. Your chances of a dud are very slim. You know, if I go to a thrift store to cherry pick and I have 50 books, I have to scan. You know, I might only get 15 that are actually listable that I'll pick, if that. Sometimes it could be less, and it's a quicker turnaround time to list. Once you buy the book, you have the book, you take the sticker off, you take a photo, you list. Now, if you're doing free pickups, you got to pick up a bunch of books after already getting a truck, after already, like, you know, having to reserve a U-Haul and talking to a person and all that. Like, you're like, there's so many different hurdles before the book is able to be listed. For me, cherry picking, it's easy, it's streamlined. You know, I get the book's already set to go, is ready to list. And again, filtered books, that's huge to me. They're already pre-filtered because I'm gonna comp them out and stuff. And I'm not westing with trash. I'm not dealing with duds. So that's important to me. Some cons is, you know, lower volume. If you don't do free pickup, like if I do cherry picking and I want to do it right and I have a particular book, sometimes I don't find books. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll go to a store and only find 2 books. And at that point, was it worth the trip? So that's a con. Higher cost per book on average, especially if you're doing like auctions online or something like that with shipping. Higher cost per book, slower accumulation, and it's frequent traveling. You know, you're always going to thrift stores. You're always seeing what's out there. Always making rounds just to see. I'm going to Boise, which is 5 hours away, to see what Boise's working with at their thrift stores and estate sales and stuff. So that is frequent traveling, depending on how you play it. So that is a con. And some places to cherry pick, we have the Goodwill outlets, as you see right there on to your right, with the blue bins. They call them the bins. The Goodwill outlets, the bins, thrift stores, bookstores, online, eBay. You can find stuff on eBay easily, and you can do online auctions as well, Whatnot, Live Auctioneer, that type of thing. So those are the places I cherry pick. And you know, when I streamline the process of getting the book to listed, that's why I have nearly 6,000 listings. It's not rocket science. I'm just leveraging and focusing on the things that actually matter within the business. And that's how I see it. So yeah, I would love some free pickups in the future. I'm not against free pickups, but with my business model, how I like to live my life, my lifestyle, cherry picking is the best option right now. But I do want to make sure I get some free pickups, some more collections that I can pick up in the future. But all in time though, right? And that comes with scale. And I'm still scaling. Hopefully you like this video. Please let me know your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and stay tuned for more videos like this to just, keep the conversation moving forward. So with that being said, Art Turner, Data Productions Media, dreams are tangible aspirations, where we scheme our dreams to existence. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video.